Welcome, everybody, here to Burford Field as your hometown Lindsay Leopards get set to play host to the Community Christian Royals for what will be the final regular season home game of the 2022 campaign. Jake Rutledge here alongside Eric Dodson and Tandra Hamilton. And after some we'll call it slight technical difficulties early on, we had to switch cameras up and go to the backup camera, but we're up and running. I think we're good to go. And man, we're about 5 minutes away from getting this thing kicked off, man. And this is a big time ball game. Obviously, district matchup. Right now, I want to say CCS is sitting in the 4 spot as Lindsay's 3rd. I believe Frederick 2. Obviously, Washington sitting in that 1 spot. So, all important ball game here tonight. You definitely want to come out and get on top here, and hopefully by night's end, seal you a victory and have that win in the win column, and you're a game up on CCS.
Yeah, Jake. We talked about it before the season started. We talked about it all during the season, how important all these district games are. Just like you said, Frederick, Lindsay, and Community Christian all sitting, I think, 4-1 or 3-1 in district, and every one of those losses, I believe, is to Washington. So it's probably a pretty evenly matched game tonight. I think it's going to be a defensive game, and I do believe, though, however, if Leopards play as well as they can to their capability, I think we should come out on top tonight.
And too, Eric, I look for them to bounce back. Last week, and not to continue on that trip, but that was a tough game. Washington comes into town. The circumstances around that whole situation last week, it was tough. It was tough for this coaching staff. It was tough for those guys out there to get ready to go mentally for that game. Physically, I think they were fine, but as far as mentally goes, it was a tough ask. With everything that had taken place earlier in the week, and it's one of them deals, man. Awful situation, but. You got to bounce back here tonight. You got to continue to move on. And I guarantee you, if you were to ask T-Boogie, he'd tell you the same darn thing. He'd say, hey, guys, move on. Let's go. Go try to seal up this district game here tonight. And this is a big time game. You do have you got a Division I athlete coming in by Job. I believe he's going to go around 6'3", 200 plus. Big old kid. So he's, in a D1 commit, Michigan State commit. So, looking forward to getting to watch him. Hadn't seen anything on him other a few clips here and there, but to see him in person up close is going to be a lot of fun. He's an athlete.
Jake, they're doing the coin toss, and I believe I see number 21 Bentley Kessler out there for the first time in several weeks since Comanche.
Yeah, he did in that first half there against Comanche. Banged up that ankle and had to sit. That'd be this. Well, if he would have missed tonight, this would have been his 4th game in a row. So obviously good to have. You see him there trotting off the field. So good to have Kessler back. It's going to be interesting though, because the one guy that has really stepped up in the absence of Kessler has been Andon Register. So going to be an interesting night just to see how Ramming is going to try to spread the ball around. He's got his main guy back in Kessler, but also you got to remember Register. I mean, he's done nothing but good things ever since he stepped up and become that number one receiver role. So
ever since that game in Comanche, Jake, that confidence that Ramming has built up in Andon has just done nothing but grow since that game.
For sure.
And I was going to point out, I believe CCS is going to be kicking off. And I know against Washington and Purcell, they opened up with an onside kick to the left. And we got it and caught Washington and Purcell both off guard. And was able to start the game off, taking risk and gangbusters trying to make, positive things happen right out of the gate. So Leopards need to be prepared for that.
Yeah, this is a CCS team that they're obviously still fighting for that top four spot. All important, your top 4 in your districts. They're the ones that's going to move on to the playoffs. So CCS is coming into this. This is an important game for them as well. This is, just all around, this is a very important ball game here tonight. Leopards need to get off on started off on the right foot, and hopefully good things happen moving forward here tonight. We are about 45 seconds away from getting this one kicked off here. As we said, big-time matchup here tonight at Burford Field as the CCS Royals look to have orange balloons Not sure exactly what the cause is, but
So I would assume they're probably doing something to honor.
Tristan. Okay,
Tristan.
yep, makes sense. So nice gesture there from the CCS Royals as they take the field, led out by Job himself. And partner, we're ready to get this thing kicked off. We got 12 minutes on the clock and got to get started off quickly here tonight.
It's Friday night in Oklahoma. It's football time.
Speaking of that, Friday night there was some games played last week. Some of the bigger classes, or excuse me, last night, 6A. Did you happen to see what Bixby put on the board last night? And I'm going to have to double check myself, but I want to say they put up 90 points last night. Knocked off, well, I'll double check it real quick, but I heard on the radio today that they were just scoring frenzy. And that's a Bixby team that, they were playing 6A2 ball. They actually got bumped to the 6A1 level, and they're still continuing to just to run through everybody. So
they're a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah. I want to say their first handful of games, they've scored 60, 70, a couple of 70s, and then
offense is just rolling.
Obviously, last night come out and just put a huge number on the board. Like I said, I'll double check that, but I'm fairly certain they did score 60 or 90. I apologize. And there is that onside kick, Eric, you were talking about in the pregame.
Leopards fortunate to get that one back.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say.
Having the face mask bounce right back to the Royals, but they were unable to fall on top of it. Leopards start out with pretty good field position, Jake.
So as Eric mentioned, good starting field position here for the Leopards to get this one started tonight. As you'll see, Ramming start things off here out of the gun. Two receivers to his right. That's a handoff underneath. Ty Ferguson makes the guy miss at the line of scrimmage.
Jake, we are setting right on the line of scrimmage, and the defense was offsides when that ball was snapped.
Be something to pay attention to. Gain of, we'll call it 6 there on first down. So good hard run there by Ty Ferguson to get us started off.
Yeah, isolation on the far side.
And as you mentioned, Bentley Kessler back in action here tonight. He'll be lined up slot right.
His buddy Andon Register, wide receiver right.
Mm-hmm. There's a snap. And Ramming's going to be sacked. Ball's loose. I believe Ty Ferguson's going to fall on top of that one. And guess who, partner? Big number 22 by Joe. Fortunate there. I'd have to bring you, an extra blocker over there to chip off on him just long enough to throw him off his intended course.
Yeah.
Of course, just like any football game, though, you know this. It's a chess match early on. It's a feeling out process. Also bring up third, and we'll call it 9. Ramming rolling to his right. He's going to find Kessler underneath. That's Kessler down the near sidelines. Still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Bentley Kessler. Welcome back, Cowboys.
Jake, that's one way to get away from number 22. You roll out the opposite side where he's at, and you find an open receiver downfield.
Yeah, just a little quick out route there. And then Kessler able to do the rest, take it down the sidelines for the score. So quick strike there on 3rd and 9 as Ramming hooks up with Kessler for the score.
It didn't take long for Kessler to get back in the groove of things, did it?
No, it didn't look like he's missed much. So
that was a third play from scrimmage.
Big 59 for the Leopards late coming on here. They're going to line up, go for 2. Ramming will be out of the gun. Snap back, rolling to his right. He's looking, still looking, throws ill-advised. And that's going to be picked off in the end zone. So the 2-point try is no good. But with 10:28 to play here in the first quarter, Leopards strike first on a long touchdown pass from Ramming over to Kessler. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Leopards lead 6-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Burford Field, 10:28 to play here in the first. Leopards strike first on a 52-yard pass completion from ramming over to Kessler. I just blanked. I wanted to call him Ramage.
Get it together.
There's a high end-over-end kick, fielded by number 8, right around the 20. He's up to the 30, down to the 35, far sideline, still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds right around the 40. So CCS will take over. Partner here with pretty good starting field position as well.
Yep. Get this defense rolling here and get a stop. Get the momentum started your way. Let's just keep it rolling.
Absolutely, yes. If you can force a quick 3 and out here, even better a turnover. CCS will start out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Snap back, fakes the handoff underneath. Little kick out pass over here to 5. He does have 1 blocker, makes 1 guy miss. Going to be brought down after a gain of about, we'll call it 6. Stubblefield in on the tackle there for the Leopards.
Just a little screen pass to the slot receiver there.
Yeah, just fake that handoff, and he's going to keep it around the right edge this time. Still on his feet, and Ty Ferguson going to bring him down. But it will be good enough for a Royals 1st and 10. 9:50 and counting to play here in the first quarter. Again, if you're just jumping on here with us, Leopards strike first. 52-yard bomb from ramming over to Kessler. Royals out of the gun. 2 receivers either side. Snap back, quick pass over to the far side, near side, falls incomplete. Stubblefield and Jack Dodd there in coverage.
They were in good position there, Jake.
That's what I was going to say. Even if that was completed, I'm not sure it's going for too awful much. Or Royals will continue out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Snap back. A fake. Basically the same play as the first play of the game for the Royals. And good pursuit there defensively. Looked like Austin Hines first to arrive, and then Bryce Stubblefield jumps on as well.
It's important 3rd and 7 here.
Yep.
Watch for a crossing route by the slot here.
CCS out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back. 1 step drop. Throws over the far right side. Does have a man. And going to be brought down after a good chunk play there.
Slot receiver went on a crossing route, but so did the wideout.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong there. It looked like Lindsey might have been in a little bit of zone, and that receiver just had a good head about him right there, just settling that soft area of that zone coverage.
Yeah, he didn't outrun the coverage there in the zone.
So 1st and 10 Royals. CCS on the move here. 8:45 to play in the first. Leopards lead 6-0. Snap back. Handoff underneath this time to big number 9, and good tackle there. Owen Symington. Looks like first to arrive. We'll call it 2nd and 7 here for the Royals. Looks like the Royals will have 2 receivers backfield. Snaps back. 2-step drop. Quick pass there. Missed tackle. And it'll be brought down after a first down. Looked like Brody Ramming was first to arrive. Just tried to lower the boom on him. Just got to wrap up right there if you're Brody.
Yeah, you got to wrap up. And we might want to start trying to cover number 5 a little bit tighter.
Yeah, what is that? His 3rd reception of the night already?
Yep. 3rd reception, 4th target. He's helping move the chains.
So 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Once again for the Royals. Out of the gun. 5 comes in motion. That's going to be, fake handoff. 2's going to keep it around the right edge, and not much doing there. Good pursuit. Owen Symington able to trip him up.
Everyone, did their job and on their responsibilities there with the guy in motion, which is that number 5 we just talked about. He was picked up, and the quarterback has an option on that. It's RPO, and he made the right decision by trying to get what he could get by running it.
So we'll call it 2nd and 7 here. 2nd and 8, call it. Ball at the Leopard 11-yard line. 7:05 and counting to play here in the first quarter. Leopards lead 6-0. Royals out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Snap back. 2-step drop. Quick hitch over to the left side. That is number 5. That's his 4th catch of the night. And so far, he's been the offense here for the Royals. Going to set up a 3rd and
Short one.
yeah, call it 1 here, I believe.
God made the initial hit. Brody.
I would definitely think 4 down territory if you're a Royals fan,
Oh,
though.
definitely, yeah.
And looks like Job is going to get caught jumping a little bit early there, so back him up. Got a little bit antsy.
If it were me, I'd play tight on number 5 right here. He's obviously the guy they want to go to.
Well, they hadn't targeted big number 22, Job.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I mean, they haven't needed to. 5, he's been able to get just enough separation for, his little hitch routes or his little out routes, whatever you want to call them. And as I said, he's been the offense.
You don't want to play too far off because they can still get a first down there.
So Royals out of the gun, snap back, 3-step drop, has a man underneath, big number 9, and a big tackle there, Jack Dodd. I think he's going to come up just a hair short, though.
It'll be 4th and 1. They basically got that 5 yards back.
So, yep, we'll call it 4th and 1 here. See if the Leopards can pin their ears back, get a stop.
Send them. I'd send them. See if he can do it under pressure.
.545 and counting, still first quarter. Leopards lead 6-0. Royals out of the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 5 comes across in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Number 9, he breaks it off to the left. He's going to be tripped up. Should have enough for the first down. That'll set up 1st and goal from about the 6-inch line. This looked like Ty Ferguson was able to get in there and make the tackle.
Basically, a long counter play. Everybody was going right, shifting right. The motion man was in right, and they handed off to the left.
So here we go. 1st and goal, Royals. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun, snap back. Fakes the handoff underneath, and number 2 is going to get into the end zone. Quarterback keeper there. So for the time being, with 4:59 to play, we're all knotted up at 6 apiece here. So number 3 for the Royals will come to kick this one through the upright, snap back, hold down, ball on the way, and it's good. So with 4:59 to play, Royals take the lead. Now lead 7-6. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. And we are back live here, everybody. Burford Field, 4:59 to play in the first quarter. We got a 7-6 ball game. Royals on top after their nice 64-yard drive, we'll call it there, to march down and get in for the end zone on the quarterback keeper on 1st and goal from, like we said, about the half-inch line. Here's the kick on the way, high end-over-end kick. That is going to be fielded by, looks like, Price Stubblefield. He's up to the 10, to the 15, 20, and tripped up about the 23-yard line. So you mentioned that their off-air partner, you liked who they had back there, the Leopards had back there to return. They had Stubblefield and Dutton Taylor, a couple of speedsters. So
Yeah, CCS had a long, methodical drive there and punched it in the end zone. Let's return the favor here and get some of that momentum back.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball at the Leopard 23-yard line. Ramming out of the gun. Snap back. That's handoff to Ty Ferguson. Over tries the right edge. And going to be snowed under there. Gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Negative 2.
CCS, it kind of has an interesting defensive formation. They got basically 9 guys on the line, 8.
Snap back again. Handoff underneath. That is Ty Ferguson yet again. Maybe 3 there. It's going to bring up 3rd, and we'll call it 5. A long 5. Ball right around the 28-yard line. 4 minutes to play here in the first. Royals lead 7-6.
Their defense plays really shallow.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have some speed on the outside and get a step on one of them, your receiver should be able to get open.
Ramming will be out of the gun. Stubblefield comes across in motion. Ferguson in the backfield alongside Ramming. Kessler split right, and I believe that is Padilla split far left. And I think Coach Embry wants to talk about it here as the play clock was getting a little bit deep, but we'll take a quick one with them. Hughes heating air timeout. Don't go anywhere. Big down, 3rd down coming up here after this break.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back, everybody, here. Burford Field, big 3rd and 5 here coming up for the Leopards. 3:30 to play here in the first. Royals lead. Ramming out of the gun. Snap back. 2-step drop. Looking. Throws underneath. That's going to be intercepted by number 23.
That's just a bad decision by Ramming.
Yeah, never really took his eyes off of that far side receiver over there. I believe that was Seth Padilla. He was eyeballing, and that safety read Brody's eyes the entire way and just snuck up underneath that one, able to pull it in for the interception. So first turnover of the night goes against the Leopards, and that'll set the Royals up with good starting field position here, all at the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, snap back. It's a handoff underneath. Good pursuit there defensively by the Leopards, able to sniff it out.
Maybe gain of 1 there, Jake. Leopards are ready for the play up the middle.
So Royals will be out of the gun yet again. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Job in the backfield alongside. That is a handoff as Job's the lead blocker, and nothing doing there. Good pursuit once again defensively for the Leopards.
Watch out for number 5 here, Jake.
Yeah, gotta definitely put a body on him. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8, we'll call it. 2:22 to play here in the first. Royals lead 7-6. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap back. Quick hitch over there to number 5, and good pursuit there. Looked like Bentley Kessler first to arrive, had it read the entire way.
Coach him up on that that's about, I think, the fourth time they've run that play, same play.
Yep.
In double field.
And just trying to get number 5 there in space
Well,
and use his speed to his advantage. And that's just good pursuit there by Bentley Kessler. But I believe this is going to be 4 down territory here for the Royals.
4th and about 12. Make sure you tackle him.
Yeah, just don't leave anything behind you here. Down to 10 on the play clock. Out of the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap back. Quarterback rolling to his right. That is big number 3. Who is it? Wow. What a play.
Right when you needed it, right there. Let's get the momentum going our way. Let's go score.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Wyatt, man. Nobody.
He came untouched, Jake.
Yeah.
Came through the backside, and he closed in on that quarterback pretty dang fast.
Yeah, that was just a whiff for a block there by one of the Royals offensive linemen. You've got to get a body on Wyatt. April, just throw him off course a little bit if you're going to let your quarterback run that right edge like that, and unable to do so. Good defensive play there by Wyatt.
I like this matchup on the near side here.
Out of the gun, that is a handoff underneath to Ty Ferguson, and he's going to get about 4 on the play.
Good run.
Yeah, you'll take 4 yards on first down all day.
Yes, sir.
As Ty's father used to say when I was playing for him, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, he's okay with that. So. They are going to call that 3 yards, so we'll call it 2nd and 7 here. Ball at the 40. Down to 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Ramming out of the gun. Again, handoff underneath. That's Ty Ferguson. Makes one guy miss. Stumbles forward. And going to be just shy of a Leopard first down. Well, about a yard or so shy. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We'll call it. Game clock still running here. Down to 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. Leopards don't have to run another play if they don't want to.
If they don't, I bet take the time to think about this play.
Down to 12, and yeah, I believe that's going to be the case. Coach Hembry, about an 8-second differential in play clock, game clock. So at the end of the first quarter, Royals lead 7-6. We'll take a Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Well, welcome back, everybody, here. Getting ready to start this second quarter. All important 3rd and call it 2 right here. Snap back. Handoff. That's Brody ramming on the run there as Austin Hines checks in at quarterback. That's a different little wrinkle. I like it. Brody, obviously a big kid. He's going to run straight downhill, so give Ty Ferguson, a little breather over here on the sidelines possibly.
Wyatt April's in there lead blocking also.
Ty Ferguson checks back into the ball game. Looks like Ramming will be back at the quarterback spot here. So just a situation right there. They need to go get a yard, and Coach Hembry said, we're going to give it to our big old quarterback from the running back spot. Handoff, Ty Ferguson around the right side. Good hard run there, but we're going to have a flag, and they might get Shane Jones on a hold. Don't want to speculate, but where that flag came in, one would think it is a hold.
Jake, we know who just jinxed us, right?
Who?
You remember during the break?
Oh, yeah, during the break. Yep.
That's on me.
Yep. He did, everybody. He said, well, that was the first clean quarter we've had. Well, second play of the second quarter. Leopards get flagged for a hold on that far side there.
They heard you. They have mics up here.
So it'll bring up a first and 20, we'll call it here.
Now we got Kessler on the left side slot and Anna Rester on the far wide right. I like that, spreading them out.
We'll swing pass over to Kessler. Nice snag there. Threw it out in front of him so he could go get it. Got a good little chunk there.
Good ball.
Yeah, like I said, threw it out in front of Kessler. So Kessler's running downhill, able to catch that thing, and he's already got a head of steam about him. That's a nice throw there by Ramming. It's like two receivers split right, one to the left. This will be Padilla near side. Ramage and Kessler far side. Snap back. Ramming rolling to his right. Looking, has a man. That's Kessler. He's 35-30 down the far sideline. Still on his feet. You better wrap him up. Kessler got behind the corner there and just settled down in a nice little soft spot as Ramming was able to find him. So big chunk played there.
They fake that run to the inside to the left there, and he rolls out to the right. It was just enough bite on the defense to get Kessler free there on the pass. Good play.
So Ramming will be out of the gun. Two receivers left, one to his right. Ferguson in the backfield alongside. A little miscommunication back there, and Ramming's just got to get rid of it. As Ramming went right, Ferguson went left. No harm, no foul, though. Ramming did the right thing rather than trying to force something and make a crazy play. Just get rid of it, live to play for second down here. Second 10 from the Royals 20. 9:55 to play here in the first half. Royals still lead 7-6. Ramming will be out of the gun. Snap back. There is the handoff underneath. That's top Ferguson. Bring up third, and we'll call it 7, the long 7. As Kessler will check back into the ball game. Looks like he'll start out here, slot left, alongside Seth Padilla. It'll be register split far right. Ty Ferguson in the backfield alongside Ramming. Snap back, three-step drop, looking. Takes a deep shot, and Kessler had to go play defender right there. As the safety had snuck over the top there and was fixing to pull that in for another interception, but
Yeah, Kessler went out on a wheel right there, but the safety, he was with him the whole time.
good coverage there defensively for the Royals. Going to bring up 4th and 7 from the 17-yard line. 9:08 to play. First half.